super smoothly.
So,
Super smoothly.
This campaign is going to begin, as most do, in a tavern. I did have a plan to give you all like specialized letters and put them in like DMs or something, but none of you got back to me with what your character wanted. So I'm just gonna fucking shoot. We'll edit that in post. So you've all received a letter promising something of very significant interest to you.
Hey, Kratos Nectar.
Sorry?
I'm talking to my chat.
Valid. Okay, so you've been given a letter that was a bit cryptic, but it seemed to be promising something of great value if you came to this particular tavern, called the Lion's Mane, in a village in the middle of bumblefuck nowhere called Dakiria. So, how'd you want to get into so you all come into the tavern and sit around this one big table that's been set up in the middle.
We're currently starting the first session. Is what's going on.
No, we're currently starting the zero.
So we're currently starting session 0. Sorry. Starting the session. No, this is session 0. This doesn't count as a session.
I don't know. I'm flying by the seat. Say pants, I'm not wearing pants. Anyway.
We're currently doing session 0 and introducing everyone's characters.
I like how I don't see Cherry at all now.
Yeah, neither can I. Cherry is just missing on my screen. Occasionally you just see these little pair of eyes.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Can you please not be on a green screen, you fucking reprobates?
Invited only D&D campaign.
It's in a different server, shut up. Right. Other colours. Oh, you're like an RGB mouse. Anyway,
great.
So, who would like to introduce their character first? We'll go around the table. So, I guess go around the table. We will start off with Celeste.
Alright. My character.
Yeah. Preface this quick. You don't have to tell everyone every single facet of your backstory. You can keep stuff as hidden or as open as you would like.
Alright.
Sorry.
My character's name is Doriel Rana. She's a hill dwarf. She has grown up in the dwarven town of Maltavir. Her grandmother runs both an inn and a tavern. And her father is the mayor of the town. Anything you want to know more about her?
No.
Well, what would a noble woman want, or what would a noble person want to come here? I guess, but that's something we'll discuss later. Okay.
Doriel likes cooking, so I would assume it'd be some legendary recipe.
Okay.
Sounds like the plot of an anime. I have ventured from my hometown to get the legendary recipe. Legendary, bro. I will avenge my father with this stew.
Okay, so you'd like to be a legendary or
yes,
chef, or...
Doriel is very close to her grandmother.
Wholesome family content. I can't wait to ruin it.
Oh, I'm scared now.
Hey guys! I've got someone in my chat who thinks they're all cool and trying to be funny.
They.
Huh?
Do I want to know? Are they being funny?
They're trying to get me to say stuff and like being really rude, and they think it's going to affect me.
Can you fuck up?
Just like
we're trying to do a wholesome D&D session.
Watching 3 of you. Yes.
Right. Sorry. So, Celeste, is there anything else you'd like to add about your character?
Well, It's a pretty straightforward thing. Your grandmother runs the inns. The inns are called the Quiet Queen, and the tavern is called the Laughing Ox Pub. And her mother's a librarian. Oh, there you go. I think that's just about everything.
Fantastic. Okay. Okay. So a solid base, like solid base where we can grow
Yeah.
fully during this campaign.
Yep.
Right.
Also,
Next
she
up-
travels around with a horse. They're like a small horse, like a pony, because she's a dwarf
Shetland
and
pony.
small.
Oh fuck yeah.
It's a
Right.
fine horse.
That's adorable.
Nice.
Pretty baller.
Right. Next around this table at the inn is Alice. Sorry, is Misfit Manor. Or the lady of Misfit Manor.
The manor lady. Yeah.
Who is your character?
My character is Vida Fleur. I am a Nephilim. My mother is the goddess of life.
As you do.
As you do. My main goal in life is to just help people who I can. And support them.
Aw.
A hero we shall be.
What one thing I am really bad at is if we're in the middle of combat and one of you is severely injured, I will be more focused on healing you than trying to actually win the combat.
That's fine. And Roz, don't say a thing about my healer.
Huh?
I'm not, but earlier when we were talking about your skills cooking, it really sounded like your Mike said your skills fucking.
It's all about
Uh.
Wow, this is an unexpected turn of events.
If you do the cooking by the book, no, you can't be lazy. Never use a messy recipe. The cake will end up crazy if you do the cooking by the book. When you'll have, and I break it down, bitch. Let me see you back it up. Drop your ass down. Let me see a motherfucker back it up.
Is that how I became crazy?
So, will you
Yeah.
stay out of trouble, please?
Right, so Miss Rose, is there anything else you would like to add?
Not really.
Not really.
No.
So you've just dropped your parent was a fucking god, and
Yep.
the much you could say is, I like helping people.
My mother was the goddess of life.
Okay, a Nephilim. The fuck is a Nephilim?
I'm part human, part angelic.
Okay, part human, part celestial.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Right, next up around the table is Sherry. Who is your character and what are they?
My character's name is Yako, and he is a fox. He is a kitsune, and he is a thief from the forest. He lives in seclusion and occasionally sneaks out to trick travelers or passerbyers or people that are lost in the woods out of their goods. And the reason he was seduced to this tavern because, he felt like there would be something interesting to gain here, something he could probably sneak away with.
Okay.
He's a little bastard.
If
I will just say, for a sneaky type, you are very forthcoming with that information.
Hey, do you know what they say? You know what they say about the world's best liars? Is that they tell the truth 80% of the time. So that the 20% of the time when they're lying, you can't tell.
Are you saying this in character?
No.
Okay.
But I could. No.
Just Hi, I'm a deviant fox day. And you know what? I lie occasionally. I figured out which bit's the lie.
The thing is that when you're aggressively truthful for things that sound slightly bizarre and unbecoming, people get uncomfortable and sometimes they just don't talk to you. And that's a great advantage to have when people actively avoid you when you're a thief. Mm.
It's like, we know
Okay.
you're a thief, so we're just going to leave you alone and let you do what you do.
Mhm.
Okay. So far we have a noble woman looking to cook, a half god lady just looking to help out, and a trickster rogue lady. Sorry, trickster rogue lad. So now we move on. Now we move on and go around the table. Demon Rosetta,
Yes.
what is your character?
My character's name is Tessa Ambrosio Krzyzewski, and it is a very, very mischievous and mysterious one. It lived in a port town, and the port town was abandoned. Um, I'll leave the storyteller of that part to the DM, um, and let him figure out the details.
Rouse's
But
avatar isn't moving.
that's because you have to you have to um,
No, everyone else's
set
avatar
mine.
is moving, just not yours.
Yeah, you have to set mine to invisible, and then it should work. I think. I don't know.
No, you're frozen for me too.
You're frozen for me as well.
It's not frozen for me on my OBS.
Whatever her character is, it was recently thawed out of ice. So it's just so occasionally she just freeze up.
It is a freezing banana. But
Freezing banana.
No,
yeah.
bomb, bad, honey.
Hey, I didn't
This
say
has
anything about
gone
honey. I just said frozen
downhill
banana.
fast.
Yeah, it
And
did.
I mean, this is not that bad. It's character one.
and my character is very mischievous and very mysterious at the same time. Um, she does use weapons that are unusual to people because the weapons she uses can become blood or blood become weapons. Um, and the reason why she went to the
Oh.
tavern is because she was following someone that she suspects knows about her, and she is trying to silence them.
Ooh.
Again, you're very forthcoming with this information.
Hey, I didn't go into details about what my character does or is, just that she uses blood as a weapon.
You know, like you do.
Yeah. So if it's that time of the month, it's the best weapon ever.
Oh my, okay, right. Cool.
Absolute hero.
Hey, blood gives you advantage on attack.
I can tell you're going to have fun with your character.
I am in fear. Not gonna lie, I am fucking terrified. What is that?
That's amazing.
So get
Just
this,
not
get this,
prepared for what's yet to come.
get this. The biggest power is going to be like Goku with the spirit bomb.
I
Oh
love
no.
this.
Everyone in the world in their period, bring your power to me.
Bring me your period power.
Jeez,
Just like that,
Ross.
or just
Free
like that
bleed
one,
for your new goddess.
or just like that one anime where this one little guy gets all the power from all the virgins in the world. You see the little baby with his hands in the air, like ah.
I guess one thing about my character that I didn't mention, because we all need to have something that we really want, right?
Yes.
Is I really want to make it back to the Infernal Planes.
You'll make it back to the infernal planes.
The Heavenly Plane.
Yeah, infernal planes is the other way.
Yeah, I know Infernal Planes is the other way.
You silly sausage.
I'm not
It's the
listening.
celestial planes, they say.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're playing with sausages now.
Miss Celestial being, do you happen to have severe memory loss? To not know where
Maybe.
you came from?
Maybe.
You know,
Maybe my mother was a high demon. I don't know. I can't
for a
remember.
fee, I could help you. You know, try to figure out your way home. But I'm gonna need.
I wouldn't trust the thief.
I hit the ground pretty hard when I arrived on Earth.
Oh.
So it did hurt when you fell from heaven.
It left me a nice concussion.
Also, thank you for the follow, Dragon Monarch.
Oh?
Roz, Roz.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
sure they said it was not frozen anymore, but I guess that didn't work.
It's just black screen.
You don't want to know what's going on back there.
Beep.
Then give me a second. I'm going to disconnect and come back in and see if that helps.
We're gonna hide Roz for a moment.
Yep.
Everyone jank!
Dave, why did you put Rose under the table? That's a bad idea.
DM, you are cursed. Damn, people really want that beach episode. Brad, you guys are at 50%, and I still have 7 days left.
You what?
Chill.
Oh, I could very easily just make my character in a swimsuit.
Oh no, Cherry's doing it so she doesn't get tortured as much.
Doesn't seem to be working.
Oh, so character's moving.
My spine.
Yeah, it's back.
Yeah! Yay!
I played a game called Duck Duck Goose.
Did you win?
Oh, that what they call it where you're from?
Duck Goose.
Yeah, I goosed myself.
God damn it. Oh dear, I just got a redeem from Roselight053. Let me
I
see.
wonder who that could be.
I like fluffy bunnies.
It's so fluffy, I could die!
I don't think that was it. I think it was yeah, one of those.
It's alright, because I'm just waiting for someone to redeem a Ara on Rosa's stream whilst we're doing this.
Don't say that Zane is here. Don't say that Zane is here.
Ooh, can I try?
Give me a moment, guys.
I've never done it. It wasn't me. I think it was Jerry. Alright, Ross's character is gonna have to move.
Here, back. I'm gonna get a fork. Give me a second.
What are you doing, Mimi? No, stop. Bad Mimi.
She's going to get a fork so she can go eat that ass.
Not in the door.
She's a polite woman. She uses cutlery when eating ass. Is it just me or is this gone to shit really fucking quick?
Option A.
Okay, so we've got a cooking dwarf, a thieving fox lady, a bloodbender lady, and a fucking half god lady.
Yep.
Half angel, but that likes healing things.
Sounds about right.
What was
Wave. Redeemed. I like quacky ducks.
Okay, I am back with the all-powerful spork.
The spork.
Yes.
The all-powerful.
I know.
So he's less on a budget, but he's still got to use the cutlery.
Yeah.
All praise the all-powerful spork.
The all spork.
Thank you for your contribution. Anyway,
Guys, it's the all spork. It's not the all spark anymore, it's the all spork.
That would have changed the Transformers films very much so. Zosma Pride just fucking cans it, and you open up the chest, and it's just a spork.
Dun dun
I love to
But
open
dun.
thinking
it's
it's just Spock.
but it still has "You got the touch" and it's playing the background.
No, no,
You
no.
got
It,
the
Crack open a
power.
transformer, and in the middle there sits Spock
yeah,
in
Spock.
all of his glory.
Yeah, it's like, all of your bases all belong to me.
That's such an oldie, but a classic.
Oh god, this is 2000. This is peak 2003 energy right here.
We
Yep.
need some lemon demon.
Right, so right, so while all of you are gabbing away, sort of, in this tavern, the barkeep walks up and just very quietly just puts down a flagon of ale in front of each of you, including a fifth one on an empty chair. Not on the chair, on the table in front of the chair.
Are we starting?
Sorry?
Are we starting this session?
The
campaign?
No. This is introduction. I'm just gonna.
Introduction is a start.
Technically
Like,
speaking,
you
yeah.
chairs at the table for my fat ass. I feel honored.
Right now, I'm confused what I'm doing. Right, okay, so we've got character introductions out of the way. I suppose I should introduce you fuckers to what the hell this world is, right?
Yeah.
Right. This world you're in is the world of Dearmad. It is a high fantasy it's a high fantasy world with a bit of a leaning towards Saturday morning cartoon fuckery. Like if you're here for a serious campaign, speak now or forever hold your peace, because this is going to get weird very fucking quickly.
As long as it's like Roger Rabbit, we're good.
I'm okay with serious or goofy. I'm okay with anything.
I'm bullying Rose. I'm
Okay.
bullying Rosa right now.
Why?
Oh, why have you done this? Right. So
Because I can.
So yes, this is going to get strange. Like a preview from the previous time I ran this homebrew involved a fish in a tank, not a fish tank, a tank. It involved an ultra-naturalist mushroom, a librarian spider,
Sexy.
and what else was there? A very eclectic villain who was just trying to take over the world in the generic manner. Like you do. So hopefully this will lead to some interesting interactions, or it'll be the blandest fucking thing ever. But we'll find out, won't we?
Yep.
Right.
No need to fear, the Roz is here.
No, nothing's ever bland with Roz.
So on the table in front of us, we've got napkins or something.
We've got ale.
No, you have a big flagon of ale in front of each of you.
I start inspecting mine. Yeah, I started inspecting it. At least the closest one to me.
I was just gonna have someone come in and sort of explain it all in world.
Okay.
You fucker.
Yeah, I'm just currently looking at them.
No one's come in yet. You're just looking at the flagon, I guess.
So we're off the same table?
Yes.
Then my character is just sipping on whatever drink is in the table. Doesn't care what it is.
That's the ale then. Cool. Enjoy your big flagon of ale.
Yeah.
I pull out a silver hairpin and I stab the inside of my drink to test for poison.
Okay. It doesn't come up as poison. The worst that you see in there is water. This is very watered down ale.
Damn, they're cheaping
I
us
am
out.
disgusted.
I call for the bar to ask for actual water.
Is this your bar?
It'll breathe more alcohol content.
There is some vague grumblings coming from the tabaxi barkeep as he comes up to the table, takes the flagon of meat back, starts chugging it as he puts a glass of water in front of you.
Well, thank you.
He seems very disinterested.
And that is
But
fine.
that might be.
I stare at
That
him
might
as
be
he
because
walks away. Damn, what a fine ass. I turn back to the people at the table. So,
I'm just sipping politely on my water.
And then Tessa just looks at the kitchenette and says, "Well, you have a nice house yourself." And
there'll be a
Dale
lot of
too.
footage from this. This is
Yeah.
getting scarce.
Great.
What
I
are
think
you
Rosa has
doing, Bede?
has a little thing she needs to do
Yeah,
for her stream.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. But by the way, what are the races again?
Good thing. Here's what the barkeep looks like.
Right, so I'm a Nephilim. So I'm half celestial, half human.
I'm
We
Dwarven.
have a hill dwarf.
oh, what a
Huh?
sex beast.
I'm a
And
very
we have
small woman.
We have a midget
Yes.
in our party. And we
Okay.
also have a lovely, lovely Katsune.
Okay, then you can take
Kitsune.
this you can take this in character or out of character, however way you want. Okay?
Sure, go on.
Okay. Oh, little Nephilim, how dare you look at me like that? It makes me oh so very excited to be a part of your group. I can't wait to see you in the complete nude. Wrap my hands around you and make you very, very
Someone
down
pass me
to
the
earth.
I'm not drunk enough for this.
The barkeep walks
I
up with
could.
a bottle of wine in front of you. You might need this.
Oh, thank fuck.
Uh,
Hey,
Yes,
yo, I
Jerry.
want
my
to get
character
tips, not
struggle.
this garbage.
Yes, Jerry,
Doriel
that's
struggles to get
my
on the chair. Sit down.
yeah, Jerry. That's how I do my auto-autos.
Okay, inspecting the wine, you see that it is a surprisingly good vintage. So you were offered watered down ale as your first drink. Hope that's of interest. Right. What's he doing? I've lost the fucking plot.
I inspect the wine for poison.
Sharon, what's this? Sharon, this is D&D.
Not
What this is.
any way, shape, or fucking form.
When we actually get round to doing stuff.
I peel the label off the bottle and inspect to see if there's a map on the other side.
Roll perception. Roll perception.
I did like your RRRs.
I can imagine my character's head just goes straight to like eye level with the table. Like I can't see
Dungeons and
over the
Dragons,
table.
Sharon.
Cherry, what did you roll for perception?
Oh, I'll roll the dice.
Yeah, roll a d20, please.
A d20? Okay, roll. I got a
Okay, then.
6.
Oh, it's a RPG game.
You got a 6.
So there
what
won't
has
actually
anything
be
of
many
interest on it
visuals
besides the year it was,
because at the
year
moment
it
we
was
still don't have
bottled,
roles set up.
and
Sorry,
some
I can't
waffle
hear him.
about how it's a very fruity flavor.
You're fruity.
Could you repeat that again? I couldn't hear you over Rose.
I was explaining to Sharon what D&D is.
Oh.
Fruit. Anyway, so inspecting the bottle, you don't see anything of particular interest. Just the year it was bottled and some fluff about where it was from and how it's very posh and very fancy. With the dust, it looks like it hasn't been touched in a fucking long time.
Okay. I sit there disappointed. I chug it.
Roll Constitution.
10.
Roll fucking Constitution.
10.
Okay. You once once you get a full mouthful of it, you realize, oh, this is slightly stronger than it said on the bottle. You are not fully intoxicated, but you're slightly buzzed.
Excellent. All right, continue on with the flirting. I'm ready.
You're not drunk. You're just almost there.
I'm almost there. I can handle it.
Almost
Now.
It's a gentle buzz, a gentle buzz.
Gentle buzz.
A gentle buzz in the breeze. All right,
Well,
sorry, I
that's a
keep
good thing.
derailing the conversation.
Yeah,
I mean-
just breeze yourself.
I'm now looking for a pillow because I'm too short, or maybe some books.
Right, pillars, there aren't any. Like, this tavern is very, it looks fairly run down. Like, a lot of the padding that is on the chairs have kind of been slashed by probably some reprobate or another. Like, some of it looks like it's been very poorly stitched and then cut up again.
Yeah, because
But there are
Doriel's
there is a
just
stack
really
of
short.
old and damaged books in the corner.
I grab those books and I proceed to set them on my chair all nice and neatly.
Well, I'm going to try to use my persuasion and say, "Oh, little short stuff, how about sitting on my lap?"
Roll.
Roll persuasion.
Yes.
What do I roll for that?
Are we gonna
Uh,
start this game off with a wedding?
And Celeste, roll a d20 as well. You're rolling against Dean Rosetta's persuasion.
So, just a normal D20.
Yeah.
I have a 12 plus 4, so that's a 16.
Sideways, okay.
Alright.
Starting off right.
I rolled a 3.
And Celeste?
I, yeah.
Okay. You have some sort of feeling in the back of your mind that it would probably be a very pleasant experience if you were to take this lady up on her offer.
I look at the
Do with that
books.
what you will.
I look at the books and then I walk up to her.
Well, I will try to use my strength and pick her up and put her on my lap.
You say try as if you don't actually have any. I'll try to pick her up. I'm not sure
Well,
if I can, but I'll try.
I don't know how heavy she is with her armor.
Oh, she's currently taking off like most of it because this is a tavern, you know?
Okay,
She's
no,
a very
let's go.
polite woman.
Okay, then let's go.
So the dwarf, as you try to pick her up, is not very heavy at the moment, mainly because not laden in full fucking battle armor, and you presumably plop her down on your lap.
Yeah.
What?
I softly caress her thighs.
Can I pickpocket the waiter or the bartender? I'm gonna steal his tips.
Which one is it?
Oh, Cherry, you want to steal something of his, and I know what tip it is.
Roll
Yeah.
sleight of hands.
Okay, do my actual stats have anything to do with that?
Alright,
Yes.
Hi, Poo-Poo.
You should have a stat called Sleight of Hand.
1 second. I know that when we...
Well, you have a skill called Sleight of Hand.
Okay, I have +6 on it.
oh, shit.
Okay,
You
so
are going.
so I
Okay.
roll the d20?
Yes, you
Yeah.
roll the d20 and then you add the 6.
Okay.
There we go.
I got a 17.
Is that
Including the
is
six
that
or
including the
excluding
6 or excluding the 6?
Oh, no, that's excluding the 6 if you look on my stream.
So you got
So
23.
I got, okay,
Yeah,
yes. Damn.
Okay. The bartender looks at the bottom of a wine bottle, gets quite frustrated, and then walks out the back to get another one.
There we go.
While he's doing that, presumably you would like to take money out of the tip jar?
No, I'm robbing him blind. I'm taking everything out of his pocket.
I'm now just imagining Cherry just like being like, "That's mine, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine."
Actually, I can imagine Cherry being like
Mine.
like your main character from Skyrim. Just put a bucket on the character's head and then steal everything in sight while it's on his head.
But you have to do that animation, that cha-ching, cha-ching.
Okay. You start robbing the fucking place blind of all of its money.
Hey, we need sustenance for our adventure.
You need sustenance. Okay. Right. You get as far as emptying the tip jar, which has 5 gold in it total, in mixed silver and copper.
Okay.
As you start to reach behind the bar, though, you hear a voice behind you. It's okay. I'll cover every drink you have. You turn around and you see a fairly noble-looking chap in full garb and everything just saunter in and take the 5th seat at your table. Please don't rob this man blind. He's a friend of mine. Come, sit.
I look at him.
Begrudgingly sit down. My pockets jingling in victory.
I'm gonna activate True Sight and see if there's anything odd about anyone at this table.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Right. So you look at each party member. You look at each person at this table in turn. Which one do you look at first?
I'm gonna look at the fox person.
What does True Sight do? I've completely forgotten.
I can see anything. Like if they're wearing a disguise, I can see their true form.
She can see what color their panties are.
You see nothing particularly off about the fox lady. Fox
Okay.
guy. Which one is it? Sorry.
Gentleman.
The fox gentleman. You don't see anything about the furry sitting at the table.
Beat the snot out of you, I swear to God. It'll be easier once I have my
I'm
proper.
gonna go move and look.
Cherry, in this world, humans are very rare to find. Like, I'm not gonna judge you for furry things. This is gonna be a very furry fucking thing.
I'm gonna move and look at.
I'm just gonna put Yakko on right now.
Cherry has now frozen.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm still here. Oh yeah, no, it's frozen because I'm switching characters right now.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm scared.
Just keep going, it's fine.
Okay. So
I'm now gonna look at the hill dwarf.
The hill dwarf is enjoying a very nice leg stroke from
Yeah.
from the bloodbender.
I mean, the most you can see about this dwarf is that they're surprisingly horny for someone their size. But they don't look not into it, so that'll probably. Fucking hell. Okay, I love that. Right. Sorry. And as you look at Tessa, you get this very distinct vibe that something isn't quite right, but you can't put your finger on what.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Sus.
Sussy.
Super sus.
Your choice whether you want to share that or not. And you look at the chap who's just entered the tavern and has joined you at the table, and you feel nothing. Like, it's almost like it's not even there.
Cool. I'm gonna keep an eye on the sus.
Okay.
I have no idea what you're doing. You're just staring at me. What the fuck?
Like just staring at you with like 1,000-yard stare. Oh, it's like being back in.
If you look at my stream, I'm currently actually staring at your tits.
What a night.
I know what it is. Did you like healing people? Like you're just checking your new suspicious friend for breast cancer.
Yeah.
Like, you're just checking for any lumps.
What has hands? None of the other plebs have hands. Rose is fancy and has hands.
Tis Roz.
Mammogram.
Yeah, the way
She
you're
can
moving
do
up,
the
I'm
she can
expecting
do
you
the
to
whip
have
and
titties
nene.
at some point.
Girls can do the whip and the nene.
I can do this.
In a week, I will
Yep.
be able to.
There we go.
Oh, I can skeetle.
Garrett's just watching this unfurl. Sorry, the fifth guy at the table just watched this unfurl. Going internally, just go, what? I should not have got these people in. So, if you stay,
Carrie's about to skeetle.
Wait,
I
I'm
can skittle
not
your
ready.
skittle.
Carrie is not skeetling very well. She's just leaning.
Wait, wait,
Doing the smooth criminal.
it's doing the Malcolm Jackson.
The smooth criminal.
We have quickly gone downhill.
Oh, there we go.
I wasn't expected. Like this
So
was exactly how I
downhill.
wanted session 0 to go. I'm so happy.
You've been hit by, struck by a smooth criminal.
Criminal.
I really need to update the Buckley model. Grr.
Kitty, kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty.
All I heard was kitty, kitty, kitty.
Kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty.
Yeah, no, I really need Avatar.
Barkeep walks out from the back of the bar with a new bottle of wine. He looks around a little bit suspiciously. It looks like he gets the feeling that the tavern's gotten slightly less rich as a result of him going in the back for another bottle of wine. But he shrugs and just starts chugging it.
Try to get harder.
He puts the bottle from his lips with just enough time to give you a quick glare and then goes back to drinking. He is not taking any of your horny shits. Right, so the chap who just joined you at the table has a bit of a sigh. I probably shouldn't have got you people, but you're the only
But
people
what?
that have shown up and responded to my letters, so I'll take what I can get.
You have low standards.
What are you calling low
I mean, you're here,
standards?
I mean, you're here, Tess, right? So
I mean, hey,
Uh.
your call promised great reward. I mean, of course I was going to show up. I'm highly skilled and well worth any reward.
Well, let's see if your actions can keep up with your words. Anyway, as for low standards, well, I brought you here to a village in the middle of bumbleheck nowhere, so I guess you were the people available. That'll do. Right, I need you 4. It is 4. Yeah, that is definitely 4. I need you 4 to do a little scouting for me.
All right.
Yeah. Like it's not a big task, but
Scouting is not in my job description.
It is in mine.
you're getting
If it-
paid.
If it's scouting your pants, then I'm sure I can deal with it.
So if you're not interested in this job, you're more than welcome to pay the bar tab and then leave.
Wait, there's a bar tab? Okay, I'm staying.
That's what I thought. Right, so
What, you guys pay?
Yeah, he's paying, so give me all the good stuff you have.
you don't pay?
yes,
Do I look like a sucker to you?
Yeah.
no. No, if you stay, I will cover this, no problem. If you leave, I don't see the point in wasting my coin when I could be looking for more interested adventurers.
Oh no, I'm more than interested. But you don't have to pay for mine, it's fine.
Well, I suppose it's a good way for the barkeep to earn his tips back.
I just glare at you.
And I continue to rub against your thighs.
So what is this
If
job
you
you
can-
want us to do?
Whatever you adventurers get up to outside of this task is up to you, but can you wait until I leave first?
Well, if you try to join, you have to pay.
Ladies, I do know that there's probably open rooms upstairs. Once our fifth compatriot over here leaves, you could probably rent a room.
So to force him?
It will be a
Adam?
heavenly experience.
I don't
Is there
hear
anything in it for me?
enough.
The
Um,
barkeep just, the
I
barkeep
can
just
give you-
wants something about long as you pay for the fucking cleaning.
I can give you the sweet release.
Hard pass.
Like, please be the fucking problem.
The only sweet release I want is a sweet release from jail. Thank you.
If you stay in my arms, you will always stay out of jail.
I don't trust like that.
I feel
Anyway,
molested.
anyway, fifth gentleman. What else would you like us to do? Where are we scouting, and what are we scouting for?
Right. Okay. Right, okay, straight to the point, I like that. Right, there is an abandoned purported to be abandoned castle, about a day's trek from this village. This is the closest settlement I could find where you'd be able to get rest and prepare yourself for it.
Oh,
Now,
fuck yeah,
I say-
treasure.
I say it's purportedly abandoned because the last people I sent there never returned. And I would like to know why. I'd like to know where they've gone, whether any harm has come to them. Now,
What you're saying is double pay.
these people are of great importance to me, so I will pay. So you will get more than the standard fee for this task. But I want them
I'm
back
game.
alive.
I'm game.
If they're in trouble, I'm glad. I will gladly help.
I'm the best thief. I can steal people from a castle.
I can steal someone from a
That's-
castle.
I have one request.
These
That
nuts.
is.
That is, any bodies that we come across that we attempt to kill, I get their bodies.
Necrophilia is not allowed.
Oh darn!
Damn it.
I'm not allowing necrophilia. We don't know what's down there. There could be beasties. So I would
I mean,
suggest.
Have you ever heard ye old tale of Botfly Girl?
Okay,
I'm sure it couldn't be as bad as that.
I'll take them alive then.
If you can. Mhm.
I'll put
Whatever
'em in
happens to the people who are not mine, I don't care. You do what you will.
Okay, I'll put them in a cellar.
Are you gonna ferment them?
What you do is not my problem. Right.
Ferment them.
So
But it's going to be in your tab because I'm going to use the bar cellar.
right. Do you all still have the letters I sent to you?
I pull
Uh,
out mine from my chest.
I
Okay.
take mine out of my jacket pocket. It's been neatly
I-
folded up.
I take mine out and it's completely drenched and wet and almost hard to read except for the name of the inn. So she has no idea why she's here except for shenanigans.
Okay. Okay, Tessa. As you look at the now sopping wet letter, you see a distinctly ring-shaped lump in the bottom corner of it. I
Got a
don't
lump.
want to know where you kept that letter, but if you get the ring out of it, that is going to be necessary for this castle. There have been reports of people going not that people having mental issues when they go. They're like madness takes them over. These rings are going to help with that.
So is it
All
a
right.
proposal?
I say, whoa, is that the battle pass?
I dig the ring out of mine and put it on.
Okay, as you dig out the ring and have a look at it, it is made of very rough-hewn wood. Like the surface is very rough and very badly made, but it sort of very faintly glows purpley.
Well,
Ooh, purple.
I feel its intrinsic value, and already I can tell it will go for an incredible amount of money under the right circumstances.
Don't bother selling it. It is not worth anything.
I said right circumstances.
I know what you're thinking, thief. That is not worth anything. So don't sell it. You'll need it for this task.
Well, Tessa is gonna take her ring out and put it on the dwarf's finger and says, "Will you marry me?"
I knew this was gonna end in fucking marriage.
Seems legit.
Sorry, but we've only just
Right.
met.
Like,
Fine.
dude, you haven't even introduced her to your family.
Doesn't matter. I can marry you too.
You-
Because,
Please save proposals for after the task. And I'd suggest getting a slightly better ring than one that was made from
And did you
fire.
buy a random stranger?
Yeah.
I'm not going to judge who you marry. I will say, however, that the circumstances are somewhat poor.
Questionable.
So, you have these rings, they're necessary. I will be paying double the standard fee for this sort of mission. Well, for this sort of task. Are you, I hesitate to say, find people interested?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Do we get disguises and weapons, or are we just gonna go point blank?
Disguises are not necessary, but if you talk to local blacksmith tomorrow, I've given him the funds necessary to give you all weapons to start off with.
Oh, kick ass.
Will it be
Yeah.
stronger than my battle axe?
I will leave that for you to decide. But the blacksmith in this village he tries his best, but he doesn't have access to the best materials here. So make of that what you will. But they will work as weapons, and they're better than just using your hands.
Alright.
so, just a question: is this like where we get our weapons, or do we already have our weapons?
We should already have our weapons.
You already have weapons. I'm supposed to put a blacksmith here for law reasons.
Oh, okay.
But if
Then,
you want to go visit him, he might have interesting stuff. I don't know.
So, if we go to the blacksmith and get weapons that you've already prepaid, are we able to sell those weapons after the mission and get extra profit?
What you do with the weapons after it, I don't care. That is not my problem. I just want my people back alive.
All right, sounds good to me.
Yes. Free weapons on top of extra pay. Got it.
Right. I've also rented you all rooms in this. He looks around at the worn down tavern around him. Fine establishment. I'm not covering any additional fees. He
I got
side-eyes
it. Don't
Tessa.
worry.
He side-eyes Tessa. So
What?
be on your best behavior.
I look up
Consider
at
this a
Tessa.
favor. Do not make it not worth the tavern keeps while.
But they do offer room cleaning, right?
Oh, well, you guys are fooling around. I'm gonna go hunt down that blacksmith. I've got an interesting idea.
Felix, he talks to the bartender. I apologize in advance for these reprobates I've blighted your pub with.
Not a reprobate.
Don't worry, I messed
I
around
just
time.
smile and wave at the bartender.
Smile and wave, boys.
Smile
Smile and
and
wave.
wave.
Another round of drinks, bartender, and maybe get one for yourself. It sounds like you might need it. Right. I shall check in with you lovely people in the morning. Now, though, I have other business to attend to. Enjoy your stay, and I suppose welcome to Dakiria.
Yeah.
And with that, gets up. Next the remaining ale in his flagon, puts it down on the table, and then just happily walks out.
And then Tessa picks up the ale and drinks it.
I just said he necked it. Sorry, as in
He
finished
drinks
his
all
drink.
of it.
He drinks a what?
He drinks
The
all
whole
of his.
thing.
He drinks the rest of the stuff in his flagon of ale.
Oh.
Sorry, necked means finish it.
Oh, okay. I
Sorry,
thought
he
you said
chugs
next.
it. There we go.
Okay.
He pounds it back.
Yeah, pounds about. That's it.
Throws it down.
Oh, I wouldn't reference pounds, and that's going to make the room even more messy afterwards. Sorry.
So he deep throated it. Okay.
Yeah, he deep throated that boy.
Omega slurp. Ultimate suck with 2 C's. He vacuumed it like a Hoover. He made the mechanical noise as it went flying into his throat.
Like from the Brave Little Toaster.
Yeah, he was like Nunu with a fucking pile of tubby custard.
Like Kirby from the Brave Little Toaster.
Yes. All right.
Right,
Yeah.
so now you've learnt of this thing. What do you want to do? It's the sun's just starting to droop over the horizon. Looks like the sun itself is ready to go to bed. What would the rest of you like to do?
How
I'm-
about we
I'm-
ask around about if anyone knows about the disappearance and stuff or whatever's going on. Like get some intel.
Okay. So in the tavern, it seems to be fairly empty at the moment. There's just the barkeep and a tabaxi woman just using a little stone stove to cook what smells like quite a nice pie.
Wow, first time D&D, amazing.
I guess it's about time for me to see if that pie's actually good. Being a cook and all.
I'm
go eat-
I'm
let's
gonna
go
be
eat
doing
pie.
some cleric praying in my room.
So I'm like right
That's
next to
without-
the woman or as close as I can be next to the
Yeah.
stove.
Pretty much.
Careful, my dear, it's hot.
What?
Is what the tabaxi woman says to you. Just be careful, dear, it's hot.
Oh, it's not my
This is
first
what-
time around the stove.
I'm half expecting Roz's reply to be, "Oh, so my darling."
Don't worry. I'm letting it brew.
That's the tavern lady. I put it in the Discord chat.
Oh god. I don't have my phone, so I can't look. God. And my own one is dead. I can't find my
Alright.
phone. And I have been looking for it for a while, too.
Sorry, not gonna lie, I've made like 90% of these characters in Hereford, just not the initial guy that comes in and talks to you. I should probably have done that. I'm good at
That's
planning.
fair.
I'm with you on
I
that
am a
one.
very good
Also,
planner.
I've just realized the problem with this. Every time each of us clicks out of Discord, unless we've popped it out into its own tab, we're gonna lose all our characters for a brief moment.
No, I mean, I
So-
just
Yep,
use my
I
phone to
didn't
look on
even-
Discord.
That's
Fair enough. Well,
Yep,
apologies
I'm
if
losing
causing
my
any
characters real
inconvenience.
blue.
There we go.
Yeah, apologies for the ragtagness of this. Next week we're going to be using Roll20, which should hopefully streamline this process
Yes.
because then you can have Roll20 up just
Yeah.
as a screen, make it a bit easier to use. Is that all right with everyone?
Yes, I currently have like the dice part of Roll20 up, just so I can roll.
Fantastic. Okay.
I'm using the Fantasy Grounds dice roll from my program.
Valid. That's valid.
Sounds fun.
Every time you
So,
mention Fantasy Grounds, all I can remember is Matthew trying to play on Fantasy Grounds and not working for him, so he gets mad like every single time it's mentioned.
Matthew?
Yeah,
You mean Malvaran?
no.
Damn, no
You
idea.
mean Mr. Mercer?
Do you not remember Matt? He was Illidan, or not Illidan, Reese.
Matt.
Oh,
Maybe?
That's just a game theory.
that's
Wow.
just a theory. A game theory.
Roz, how could you not remember Reese?
Well, if you don't communicate with me for a while, I forget.
But you remember Nick, right?
Yeah.
Well, usually Mel, Nick, and Matt are together.
Oh.
Hey,
Oh,
you mean
threeple.
Ace?
I didn't mean it like that. Oh,
Oh, they're definitely fucking. Anyway,
Yeah.
I get that. I get that
While
reference too.
they're while they're having fun in the tavern, can I go see the blacksmith?
y- you can, yeah, sure. You start making your way to the blacksmith. Get back to you in just a moment. Sorry.
Cherry's making her way downtown.
Right.
She
Walking
walks
fast.
Doriel, now that you're right near the stove, you can hear the very here. You can smell the sweet smell of what smells like a very nice cherry pie currently baking.
Mmm. That smells good, but does it taste good?
Rosalind
Oh,
Jobber says, it's a
cherry.
cherry pie. I would like to eat your cherry.
You just hear a mischievous giggle from Dorio.
I do not condone
God.
cannibalism. At least not right now.
Felicia just gives you a side-eye glance, Rose, and just goes, "Can you save this for your room upstairs, please?"
I can save a lot of stuff for the room upstairs.
Oh my god, yeah.
Do me a favor, quick roll perception.
Perception?
Yeah, roll
Yeah,
perception.
perception.
Do I have anything to it? I just have
I
to
think you
punch
get
one.
+1.
Okay, I have a 16.
Okay, right. So now that you've started flirting with Felicia, you now notice that she has a ring on her finger. As you glance over at the bartender, you realize he has a very similar looking ring on his finger.
No, I
I
wasn't
think
talking
you-
to. I wasn't flirting with the baker. I was flirting with Celeste's character.
she
The
Because-
implication that you were
because-
flirting with the baker is so much funnier.
Wait, what?
No, I'm really confused.
Okay, then let's
I,
baker.
see,
Let's
I
stick
was
with the
I
baker.
was half expecting with what was going on there of Ross's character just going, well, can be a threesome.
Yeah. Let's stick with the baker then. 'Cause it's funny.
Awesome.
Anyway, I
Invite
smell
the.
good.
Okay.
Sorry.
Can I tell how much longer the pie will be until it's like done? I am a cook. I should be able to know that.
It won't take very long. It looks very nearly done. She pulls it out. She gives it a quick smell and then pulls it out of the
Right
oven
in front of
and
you.
puts it on a windowsill for it to cool. It'll take about, let's see, the amount of time it will take Cherry to go to the blacksmith and say hi and then come back.
Hey, Cherry.
That's a unit of time now because I don't fucking
Hey, Cherry.
Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna end up doing the swimsuit
I
stream.
think I will be. I'm gonna have to start planning it.
I threw like nearly 2,000 gummy bears at it. God damn it!
The swimsuit?
I want to see
Well-
Tess.
Absolutely.
While Cherry's character is there, I begin talking with the woman, talking about different pies.
Okay.
We don't have to go into like detail. Just know that while the pie is cooling off, we talk about that. I am a
So is
I
it
am a
different
cook, a
tastes?
baker, that kind of stuff.
Felicia seems to be fairly interested in the conversation, so you two are chin-wagging away.
Yep.
Before we go over to the blacksmith, Rosa and Rose, that's going to be fucking weird to say. Right, what are you two doing?
Well,
Like I said, sorting out my clarity
praying.
shenanigans for the day
Like at the table, in your room, what?
in my room.
Okay, so you've already gone up to your room, so
Yeah.
Rosa, you're now just sort of sat at the table. What are you doing?
So the only other people in the entire tavern is the husband and wife?
And
No one
obviously
else?
the other people in the party.
Okay. So In other words, we're the only people in the tavern.
In the tavern, yeah.
Man, this is one horse town. One horse town.
Well, mm, you get the distinct impression that the guy who brought you here might have just rented the tavern for this particular purpose.
Damn, he's a rich guy. We gotta.
Gotta mug him.
Should
Yeah.
have pocketed him when I had the chance. Would have been successful too. Probably.
You say
Um,
that. You say that, my gamer.
Well,
I
No,
do, my
Cherry.
lad.
well,
Cherry, he uses a credit card in these.
He uses a fancy credit card, yes.
He uses a fancy credit card.
It's called a
The old
magic.
black Amex.
Wait, it's called a magic discover card. Well,
Right,
Tess is,
Dearmad, a gold-plated card. Sorry.
well, Tess
Called
is gonna
seducing the
give.
bar owner.
Such.
Tess is gonna give like a. Tess is gonna give like a 2-finger salute to the remaining people in the tavern and just walk out of the tavern for a few. Being very unsuspicious.
Being unsuspicious despite the 2-finger salutes.
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to go with Cherry to the blacksmith, or are you quite happy?
I'm gonna go with Cherry.
Eee.
Okay. Okay. So you two make it to a fairly small blacksmith. It's got a little courtyard with like anvils and furnaces and all that lot. It looks like if you go around the other side of the building, there's a storefront. But if you look in the courtyard, you can see a dwarf hammering away at an anvil with what looks like a pretty decent sword being put together.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Does someone say
approach-
midget?
Midget.
I approach the blacksmith. I intend to request his services for a custom item.
Okay. As you approach the dwarf, he looks up from his work, puts the sword he was working on in oil to quench, just leaving it in there for a bit. Wiping his hands real quick, and then just beckoning you over. Come here. What can I do for you?
First of all, I'm enchanted by his dwarvenly accent, but I also saunter over. Hi, I'd like to I would like to commission a special shield, a small round shield, and I would like you to embed this into it. And I pass him the ring of protection that I was given earlier.
The dwarf gives you a quick chuckle. Oh, the dwarf gives a quick chuckle to himself. Commission. Hey, we don't use fancy words like that here. I'll make you a shield, no problem. You want this? Why do you want wood on your shield?
Let's just say it's a good luck charm. You can put it on the inside.
Are you paying?
Absolutely. My
Alright.
pocket jingles with all my stolen loot.
Oh
That's
god.
fine. That's fine. Cool. He reaches out to have a look at the wooden ring, and you now notice that one of his arms is absolutely made of metal. Like there are pipes
I find that
flexing
cool
into
as
his
fuck.
back. Yay.
Does that come with a
Mad
vibrator?
respect.
Sorry?
Does that come with a vibrator?
Do you ask that in character?
Yes.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Does what come with a vapor? Oh, you mean my arm?
Yeah.
No vibrator. I'm gonna have a very steady hand for this one.
Damn. I was gonna see if I can borrow your hand for a second.
Leave this gentleman alone. He's busy
You're not
making a
taking
shield.
my arm. I need that.
Okay, fine.
Look, if you want a specialty metal weapon, just get it from him. Buy it off him. Not his arm, but maybe something similar.
You
That's
two are new in town, aren't you?
Yeah.
Are you with that weird-looking rich boy?
Yeah, he's paying for everything.
Ah, right. Don't worry about the shield then. He's already covered that. He's covered that and then some.
sweet. Then can you like line it with gold?
He hasn't covered it that much.
Hey, thought I would try my luck.
Gold. We've barely got enough fucking iron here. Do you really think we've got gold knocking around?
I've got a few ingots here in my pocket. If I pass them to you, could you embed them?
Okay, you just got casually a few very heavy. Do you know how fucking heavy gold is?
£5.
Yes, but consider
A book of
this.
gold is
I like that.
£5.
Yes, but.
Consider this. I'm a piece of shit.
Okay, so each ingot weighs about 15 kilograms.
All right.
And what is that in pounds?
Pouch full of
Okay.
coins. Pouch full of gold coins.
You want me to?
Wait, 15 kilograms in pounds, right?
Quick thing.
Yes.
Roll me perception. Actually, no, not
About 20?
Jared, roll me investigation.
3.
3?
Okay. Just quite happily, you just chuck the bag of gold coins at the dwarf. The dwarf catches it with the robot hand and has a look in the bag. You know gold coins that are just plated, right? You look like you're some kind of fucking idiot. Like, I can't make shit out of these.
Hey now, I never said I was the smartest man alive. I am the quickest, though. I retrieved the coins before he can glance at them any further.
For your sake, I hope
Very.
you're right.
Yeah,
Oh,
for what I
dear.
lack in brains, I make up for in speed. You can run away from any situation if you're fast enough. Especially if you have a good shield.
Well, I'll say, well, you're right about the shields. I can't run away from much, what with bum leg and what, but, I see your point. Right, and you, vibrator lady, what do you want?
You have a lot of metal in your shop, but do you also have anything leather?
We got leather knocking around.
Okay, I need a new pair of leather shoes.
That's surprisingly
A new
wholesome.
pair of leather shoes. Do I
Yeah.
look like a fucking cobbler's to you?
Hey, you said you have leather.
I am a cobbler's, but do I look like a fucking cobbler's to you?
No, you look like you have a metal hand that could become a vibrator one day.
Oh.
Why would I want it to vibrate? I need it to be steady as I can.
I
It's an
inspect the
option.
wall full of daggers as they argue.
Inspecting the handiwork, are you? Hey, have a look around. We got plenty of pre-made stuff in there.
Very high quality.
As you go into the shop, hang on. Sorry, I need to get another character. Oh shit. As you go into the shop, behind the counter, you see a Warforged, just sort of basically fancy robot, just sort of knocking around. He's just he's just counting coins and everything behind the counter.
I desperately repress the urge to try and figure out a way to steal that thing.
This is what he looks like.
Wait, you want to try and steal the Warforge?
It's like a huge thingy.
I know. The thing is
It probably
that
weighs like 3 times what you do.
that's what
Oh, yeah,
makes
this
it so
Warforged is
interesting and
fucking
adventurous.
You're gonna
this
hop in it
Warforged
and you're gonna walk away with it.
I'm gonna ride it like a fucking mech.
Hi, Strawberry.
I'm scared and intrigued by all of this.
I hope that all 13 of you watching are having fun.
And the Warforged looks up at you, and then in a synthesized accent, he goes, "Hey, how can I help you?"
He's a mimic.
I'm
on,
somewhat
can I-
seduced by the fake accent. Just looking around, just looking around. Hey, can you show me where your most expensive daggers are?
I got a bad feeling about this.
The Warforged points to the daggers right at the top of the wall. They look to be very pristine, very well polished iron with silver silver decoration. I can't remember the actual word for it, but silvery decoration in the handle. And they look very ornate, more like ritual daggers than stabby daggers.
Mm.
Fancy.
I have my heart set on one that has a tiny little gem on the bottom. Probably not expensive, but it looks very pretty. So I request the interesting droid to bring it down.
You just call it a droid. It's a Warforged dagger. Warforged are people too.
I drew a Warforged.
Sorry?
His face looks weird still.
I mean, your
He's no
face looks
Thorborn.
weird.
Anyway, I request he bring the dagger down.
The Warforged plucks the dagger off of the wall and puts it down on the counter. He says that'll be 2 gold pieces, please.
I ask if the rich gentleman from earlier has this covered.
The Warforged looks away for a second. You can see his eyes flicker as if he's thinking of it, and then they light up again, and then just slides the dagger along to you. I'll put it on his bill.
Thank
I'll put
you,
it on
sir.
its bill.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I do have one request though. Could you wrap it to look like a loaf of bread? Like, just for shits and giggles. Like, wrap it so it looks like a loaf of bread.
What shits and giggles? Why a loaf? You can't stab anything with a loaf of bread.
Exactly.
This is a request from a customer. Please wrap it like a loaf of bread.
Why would you want it as a loaf of? The dwarf walks back in, sighs quite heavily, walks up behind the counter, and opens up the back of the Warforged, tinkering a little bit, and then it stops just saying loaf of. And then the dwarf just takes the dagger, wraps it up in cloth, lots of cloth to make it look vaguely the right size of a loaf of bread, and then slides it to you. Sorry about that. Still working out the kinks on him.
Hey, no problem. You know, this is the best way to disguise a dagger, especially when on the road. People don't usually think to steal a loaf of bread if they're there for a fight and they go for valuables. They
What if
usually,
you're
you know.
hungry?
Yeah, you'd be surprised. I've met some very desperate people in my time.
Oh no, you can tell the difference between somebody who's hunting for food and hunting for blood.
Can you?
I literally live in the woods and I rob people for a living. Yes.
You must be blind, but okay.
You seem to know a lot about this. Should I be checking like how much money is still on here?
Unfortunately, this time, no. I've been very tempted, but I have a very generous benefactor this time around, so you're lucky.
Well, I admire your honesty. He says, closing the hatch on the Warforged.
Can I roll to seduce?
Can you roll? Roll a disadvantage. Roll 2d20, pick the wrong option.
2 d20s?
2d20 and the
2d20,
lowest one
and you pick the lowest
is
one
what you
for disadvantage.
So 2 d20s? So
So
2
right,
dice.
roll a d20
You roll 2 d20 dice.
and
Okay.
then roll a second d20. Whichever is lower is what your roll is.
So 14 and 20
So 14.
and 13.
I think you misunderstood that. You rolled 1d20 twice.
I did. There was 14 and 20. And then you
Yeah,
said
see-
roll it again.
No. So you take the 14,
Okay.
add whatever modifiers you get, and that's your roll.
Well, you just said seduce. I don't think there's a thing for seduction.
Charisma.
Well,
It's normally,
what about
It's
charisma?
normally
Yeah.
charisma or persuasion.
Yeah, charisma then. Go for charisma.
Okay. My charisma is 16 plus 3.
19. This was unprecedented. um. Okay.
I look at
Right.
him
So.
longingly in the eyes.
Eyes, he has
Has
one
anyone ever
eye.
told you that your accent is enchanting?
And then Tessa just takes out the note of pencil and just takes down notes.
Okay, while the dwarf is tinkering behind the wall forged, you can see the vaguest rosy tint to his ebony cheeks. He sort of goes quiet for a minute, mumbles something under his breath, takes a deep breath, and then turns the warforged back on. Right, so you'd like a shield done, would you?
Yes. But you know,
Right,
but before you start, I'd like to talk to you a little bit more. You seem like quite the interesting guy. How long did it take for you to grow that beard?
hey, this old thing, he says, stroking his straggly but I think fairly well groomed beard. Well, I've never cut it. I've basically had this as a baby.
Well, it's very, very handsome. It's a very handsome beard. I've never been genetically blessed. I've always
Yep.
wanted to grow a beard. Unfortunately, it's just not something that I could.
Your standards for beards are pretty bad, but thank you anyway. If you want to see some good
Well,
beards, there's some.
it's more about how you wear the beard, rather than the length of it.
Are you sure it's not who is wearing the beard?
Perhaps.
No,
I turned to him.
that just helps.
Like, you realize I'm not charging you for any of this. Like, you don't need to try and seduce your way into paying less. You're already paying fuck all.
He bats his eyes. I know. It doesn't matter to me. I just haven't seen someone so nice looking in quite a long time. You know, I've lived in a forest for like 6 years.
You know, if Dorio heard that, she'd be very offended.
Well, no, I rob
Sorry?
people. And like all the people I rob aren't very attractive. I've seen tons of people, just none as attractive.
Right. He looks away. He's not quite sure how to react to this, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, with such a high persuasion roll, probably favorable.
Well, you said you wanted some gold on the shield, right?
I couldn't trouble you for it if you don't have it on hand.
No. I said I didn't have any. That might have been a wee bit of a buggy. I might have an ingot or two in the bag. I'll see what I can do. If you come back tomorrow, I might have something sorted for you.
Really? Oh, thank you. Thank you. You know, at the place I'm staying, there's somebody who bakes the most lovely pies. Maybe when I come by tomorrow, I'll bring you some.
I mean, Felix's place.
Yeah.
No, that's shit.
No. One of my fellow travelers is a professional chef. She is
Hey, they
very
smell.
good.
No, I don't think you're fibbing there, but they smell great. It tastes like shit.
Not with my travel partner around. I'll show you tomorrow.
I'm scared. I'm scared I'm gonna ruin
He thinks to himself, "Oh fuck, how am I gonna swindle a pie out of her?"
Right, tomorrow.
I mean, all you would have to do is ask.
I'm kind of busy on other commissions. I'm kind of busy on commissions tomorrow, but if you're back in town after this wee jobby, I might take you up on that offer.
I look forward to it.
Right. Is there anything else?
Not tonight. Not tonight. I'll be looking forward to seeing what you've done with the shield.
Okay, he shoots you a bit of a prideful smile. I'll make it the best you've ever fucking seen, lassie.
Hey, thank
See,
you.
now the real question is Yakko actually proficient with a shield?
I don't think I have any written down proficiencies with it, but yes, he likes his defense.
As in,
Fair.
you have
Because
to
he
be
is-
proficient with a shield to be able to use a shield.
I'll figure out a way to swindle it. He has 0 constitution, so he fucking needs it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Right. What about you, Lassie? He looks over at Tessa. What are you looking for?
Well, I did say I wanted some new leather shoes.
Right. Sorry. I got distracted.
No, it's okay. I mean, look at that lovely smile. You can't look away, can you?
I'm busy poking the robot, and it's swatting my hand away.
And I had to admit, that does have a nice ass.
Robot. What are you talking about the robots?
I'm talking about all three of you. But hey, that's just me.
Alex is half metal. The fuck are you on about?
Ah, you'll get
What
it
is
one
this
day.
campaign?
Sorry?
Oh, nothing. What have I done? It's already session 0.
No. This is great. This is exactly what session 0 is meant to be. It establishes shit so I can figure out what'll be funny.
I'm just glad none of us are a bard.
You see, my character started the trend.
No, bards, you expect it with a bard.
Yeah, whereas if it's other characters, it's much more interesting.
This is true.
Yeah, I gotta be a bit more dynamic if it's
Alright,
other characters.
so you're after leather shoes, right? When you
Yeah.
say leather shoes, I'm assuming you don't just mean a pair of leather loafers.
I mean, like boots, something that will actually be used for year-long, long traveling. Because where I came from, I had a pair, but now they're just nothing but leather and string. You can almost look at my feet through them. So, if you have any new pairs, that'd be great.
Okay, gonna be honest, the way you were talking as you were walking in, I thought you were gonna be asking for fucking thigh-high lace-ups. But right, if you just want boots, I can sort that out for you tomorrow, no problem.
I mean, I could use thigh highs and be like, a dominatrix and everything, but we're doing a long mission, so I want
Okay,
something
it'd
a bit more
probably,
comfortable.
it'd probably get a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Right, I'll
yeah.
get that sorted for you tomorrow. If you come back with your friend over there, that'd be fantastic.
Could you add a few things to it, make it more customized?
If you ask for a vibrator setting, I'm going to slap you.
No, I was gonna ask to have like hidden poison knives on the top, on the front, and on the back soles.
What if you like
Oh, what's the
trip over your
cocaine?
own feet?
Yeah,
What
like
if you trip over your own feet? You just stab yourself in the fucking ankle.
no,
Actually,
they're hidden. I flick them out with my toes.
Paradigm.
I
Okay,
know
that's a wee bit
Celeste, my character, is exactly like that. Her boots has like daggers in them.
Yeah,
right,
so
that might be a wee bit more complicated than I can do for uh, such short notice. That might be for when you get back from your little shindig.
okay, as long as it's going to be on the guy's tab, because I know that something like that is more specialized and it's hard to do. But like I said,
No,
can I
you
add
don't
this?
need to worry about money. The guy is paid
Yeah.
almost
Um,
insultingly well. Like you should be set for that, no problem.
Okay, then I would like it where blade comes out at in the front whenever I activate it with my toes, and also I liked one on the backhand side or the back area. It comes in handy. So if I ever get trapped with with my arms tied behind my back on various different occasions, I can easily get myself out of there.
How often do you get your arms tied behind your back that you need that?
That is such a loaded question. I don't
Actually,
think we should ask her that.
I don't want to know. I'll get that sorted for you for when you're back from your adventure, alright?
Okay.
Right, and I won't ask any more about what's going on. What they meant to be for you? If you
What's
don't
that?
mind me saying.
What was it?
They're meant to be. I was told there were 4 people looking for bits and bobs.
Oh,
Oh.
the other 2 are back at our resting place.
Yeah, one person is ogling the pie that you said was shit, and I think the other one went upstairs to masturbate.
A lot of information.
I didn't need to know that, lass. Like, I don't care what you get up to in the tavern. It's what a brothel nowadays, anyway. I'm not going to worry about that. But yeah, the pie is still shit. You might want to tell your dwarf friend, just so she's not quite so disappointed.
My boyfriend?
Dwarf
Dwarf
friend.
Dwarf friend. Are you thick, lass?
Hey, I thought you said
Thick as
boyfriend. Your
that.
accent is kind of odd to that.
Thickest
Sorry?
ass, lass.
With your accent, it sounded like you said boyfriend.
I see you're taking the piss out of me now, are you?
No, no.
I happen to think the accent's quite charming. I give him a wink.
He pauses for a sec, just processing that particular compliment. Right, so you can't understand it, and he thinks it's the dog's bollocks. So what the fuck? Whatever. Right, I'll get that sorted for you later. Now, is there anything else? I wasn't expecting to be a fucking cobbler. Like, do you need any stabby bits?
In fact, maybe I do. Do you have any specialized crossbolts?
We got crossbows, yeah.
Like bolts for like a hand crossbow? Do you have any specialized ones? Like any special ones?
So you want? Oh, all right. So you want a hand one? So like a one-handed one?
Yeah, I already have a hand crossbow, but do you have any special bolts for it?
Right.
Basically, special ammo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Okay.
Right. That's not my purview. That'll be the business of my friend here, Gears. Gears, if you could sort out this lady with her specialized bolts, that'd be fantastic. The Warforged just no.
I like how Misfit's
Oh,
characters
sorry.
is just all over the place.
Sorry.
Misfit's character is like all over the place, and now it's just frozen in a corner.
It's because she's going to do something. Where are you going, babe? Oh, right, okay. She's going to take a shit. Anyway. No, actually, I'm just taking the piss. Right, so... Oh, sorry, fuck. I'm confused. Right, sorry, so, right, so yeah, so you follow the Warforged, over to another desk. This one's sort of got stone on it, and it's got a bunch of miscellaneous items, like, some crystals of miscellaneous shapes, some glowy bits. It's all very magic-y looking.
Ooh.
Right. Right. What ammo were you looking for?
I was thinking of a few specific types. If you have anything that has magical effects, like stunning or like something to make people go to sleep, or even poison. Do you have any of those?
When you say magic, the Warforged. When you say magic, the Warforged opens his hand, and a gout of flame shoots out of it. Yes, I know magic.
I didn't say do you know magic. I mean, like magical weapons. Like, do you have anything that has magical imbued into the weapons?
Yes, I do. That's my specialty. That is.
Oh, okay. Then what do you think is going to be the best magic used on a weapon to put people to sleep and cause them to be unconscious?
The same fucking thing.
I know my mind was kind of retarded for a second.
So knocking people out. Are you sure you want to use magic for that? Like, there's plenty other things you can use for that. Like just use a big stick and you'll get the job done. Or if you want, just use like, never mind. I'll get that sorted for you, no problem. If you come back tomorrow, I'll have that ready.
Okay, and also
I'm off to the side.
also something to stun people. Say they're actually awake, like paralyzing.
That's okay. That might be some tricky business. Let me call in a few favors. I'll get back to you tomorrow on that.
Okay. Thank
Right,
you.
cool. You're very welcome, lass.
While she's getting that sorted out, I'm standing by the blacksmith as he's doing his work, and I'm complimenting his arm muscles.
You know what? You keep saying this. I keep glancing over at the bottle of Fireball, thinking, do I want to start? No, I don't want to start. was whiskey, by the way. I'm looking at whiskey.
Cursor's just going sheesh in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Sheesh.
Okay, so you are horny for the burly black dwarf. Got it. Cool.
Well, hey, if they can get all romantic and get married 5 minutes into the campaign, I can seduce the blacksmith and shield.
Gonna be honest, I wasn't expecting quite this level of horny, but I'm slightly glad that it's happened.
Oh, I was.
Yeah.
I was totally expecting this level of horny when I invited Rose to play.
I mean, yeah, but I was expecting it just from Rose. I wasn't expecting it from everyone else as well.
Like I said, I invited everyone because we were all kind of on the same level of degeneracy.
Or it's slightly funny that you
Uh,
very
yep.
horny, but I think that's just because you fucked up early.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. So, back at the tavern, the pie is now finished cooling, and Felicia looks fairly surprised at Doriel's enthusiasm. She cuts her a big slice and hands it to her. Doriel, what do you want to do?
I take the slice of the pie and I taste it.
Oh no, poison.
No
Roll
famous
con-
last words.
Roll Constitution.
Alright. I'm kinda scared for this, but alright. Constitution,
If she gets a 1, does she just fucking die on the spot?
Oh god, no.
No.
Alright.
There's no death at session 0.
Yet.
Yeah.
Session 1, however, is a completely different story.
Oh, session 1, like. Anyway.
I rolled an 8. I rolled 2 threes in a fucking row!
So wait, so you rolled an 8?
This is yes.
Okay, right. You get a big mouthful of the cherry pie, and it's at that point you realise smell was a bit of a lie.
Yep. I spit it out.
Yep.
Yep.
You spit it out, and it goes everywhere. Felicia just rolls her eyes and goes, "Yeah, that's what I was expecting."
Aww.
Shall I teach you? And I try to put the plate on the bar table.
I mean, if you want to teach me, that'd be very much appreciated. Yes, yeah, that would be great actually. Because so far no one likes my pies. I'm not very good at the whole baking thing. I don't know why Felix here tries to get me to bake. Like, he should be hiring people, but it's kind of difficult to find a good baker nowadays, you know?
I can imagine so.
So,
And I proceed to go through my bag and just bring out like a book that I have just full of recipes. And I go specifically to my pie section. I'm like, shall we try one of these?
I'll follow your lead. Yeah, go. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Thank you.
So wholesome.
It is wholesome with me.
You see, out of all of us, Celeste is the only one that is wholesome.
Me and you put the hole in wholesome.
Especially Roz's hole. We all go into Roz's hole. That's all.
That's all.
Alright, and I proceeded to go through like the pies, and I find the cherry pie. They're like, we should show with this one. Because I can imagine you have more cherries.
Okay, Felicia quickly has a look over the book. Yeah, I think we have all of that. I'll go get it out the back. And she walks off with a newfound little spring in her step as she goes to get the necessary ingredients.
Aww.
So does that mean 220?
Somebody get the hammer.
Somebody
Gotta-
come get her. She's
that-
acting
gotta bonk.
like a stripper.
God, that just reminds me so much of my Indiana Jones stream.
What?
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He pole dances up and down the rope. That's nothing.
Oh.
Pole dancing up and down the rope. Does he also put it between his ass cheeks?
No. But
Rosa, that's not the film version, that's the porn version. And that is wearing assless chaps. There's other problems there.
no, but he
Oh.
does have a very crunchy triangular ass in the version of
Very
the game.
crunchy.
It's very crunchy. Have you not seen my playthrough?
No.
No, I don't like the phrase crunchy ass, because that just sounds like someone hasn't been able to wipe very well and it's just dried up.
No, I say it's crunchy because it looks like Laura Croft boobs.
Hey Roz, do you want to tell them how badly I played Penny?
Go ahead.
Okay, so we were playing Cyberpunk, right? Well, me, Roz, and a few others. Well, we did a few rolls to see like my backstory and my history, and all of them had something to do with being a whore. So my character went from a wholesome character and to a whore in like 0.25 seconds.
And yet, she is the most wholesome person you could ever meet, and she had to play a horror character.
And I never got a chance to like finish it because the DM just stopped.
Dan was just like, nah, can't do this today.
Okay, well, you're pleased to hear I'm hopefully not going to do that. I'm going to try and play along as best I can, but, you know, sometimes I'm just completely caught off guard. Case in point, flirting with the fucking blacksmith. I'm expecting that.
Expect the unexpected is what my dad always said.
I mean, to be fair, you made him so absolutely delicious looking, I couldn't help it.
You have some odd tastes.
Okay, Rose, do not judge Jerry for liking a short buff black guy. Okay, that's just mean. A short buff black cripple guy. I should just say, literally half his body is fucking metal.
I mean, that's dope.
I like the metal part.
Right?
What's that?
Clearly, he's lived through some shit, and he's developed quite a strong personality.
Sorry for that. My cat is playing with a piece of paper. Well, one of my many cats.
My cat is currently laying in my lap, being adorable.
I have 38.
Oh, that's genuinely so
You have
cute.
38 cats?
What?
Yeah, and they locked themselves in my room because I could see the door shut. And I usually have it
Way to
locked.
flex.
Okay, one after another, some of the female cats got pregnant, okay? So, in a quick succession, they all had their litters all around the same time.
Does that mean you are literally drowning in pussy?
Yes! Help!
That's blurst.
Right, should we call it shortly?
Yeah, gonna be honest, like I don't even think we do this, but I thought it was just gonna be catch creation, the introduce world, figure it out from there. I think that's actually all
I can imagine,
it's not even been an hour, shit, sorry.
No, it's been an hour and a half. It's been an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's been about just under an hour.
We could probably like try and quickly get through the pie making.
Okay, pie making. Is there a stat for cooking? I don't think so.
Yeah, there is actually.
There is a stat for cooking.
Yeah, believe it or not.
Yeah, and I have a proficiency in it.
Not an actual cooking stat.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, it is survival.
Survival.
Okay, roll survival with advantage.
With advantage. Ooh. Alright.
I'm back. I had to do an auto redeem.
Valid. Was it a good arrow?
I think so.
Fuck yeah.
Was it for Jess?
24.
Of course.
24.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't kidding. I am a chef.
Okay. Right, okay.
You're
So you
not
and
a
Felicia,
chef.
you and Felicia spend a good hour just going through like each step very meticulously on how to bake a damn good cherry pie.
And on the
Big
way,
bug
I
cherry
also
pie.
tell her. On the way, I'm also like telling her like you can substitute like the cherry for like other fruits. Like apple pie is really good, peach as well.
Like
People love
Felicia
to
was
speak
cooking
to
with
her.
Felicia is cooking with newfound vigor. Like she feels like she actually knows what she's doing, which is a rare and ignoble thing for this unfortunately blighted chef. And
Man,
once
I
the
almost
cherry
feel bad from robbing her.
pie, you Rob Felix, he's an asshole. Anyway.
You robbed everyone.
Anyway, so like once the pie's cooled off and you both have a bite of it, first of all, gain 5 temporary hit points. The pie was
Alright.
fucking good.
Yeah.
And Lisa's just like, okay, right, I cannot repay you enough for this. Thank you. And she just gives you the rest of the pie. If you ever want pie, please come back. I'll make as much as you like.
Well, alright then.
That is so
I thank her for the pie I helped make, and I take it upstairs for the others to try.
Right.
So I'm
yeah,
basically
7 slices of cherry pie.
So I could just see now the dwarf goes up to everyone and says, "Would you like to have my cherry pie?"
cool.
Careful, the cherries aren't popped yet.
I can
I've got
easily
that
pop
prime
those
eyebrow wiggle
cherries.
installed.
Yeah. Wiggle those brows.
Okay, not gonna lie, the wiggling just makes you look like the wine's hit you now. Was that what you were?
Damn, it hit a while ago.
Oh dear.
I think everyone else, since they took a piece, should also get the 5 temporary hit points if they've tried it.
Right. If it's all right with everyone else, could we call it here? This has been very useful. This is going to make session 1 significantly easier to tool towards your characters.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm.
I can imagine
exhausted,
after
but
giving them the pies, I go back to my room to go to sleep.
Actually, yeah, quick. Let's finish up the day at least. So, Cherry
Which
and
spare rooms?
Rosa, there is a room for each of you. And when you get up there, they're surprisingly well furnished for how the tavern area looks. Like the bed looks super fucking comfortable.
So
Hello, you there?
yeah, we're listening.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was what I had to say.
I lay
Cherry
down in
and-
bed and ponder what my handsome knight in shining blacksmith armor is doing at this moment.
I should do that. I come in with a pie.
You are a fucking simp. You are a fucking simp.
I come in with the cherry pie. And hand you a
He may
piece.
be the best thief in the world, but he stole my heart. Give me the fucking pie.
I look at you, I hand the pie, and then I just kind of walk out. And then I get to each of the other rooms, too.
Cherry, I might have another commission.
My character
what?
is my character is just going to look at the midget after she leaves the room because she's still in the hallway and be like, Do you have some cherry for me?
I turn I turn around and I wink.
Oh. So would you like to stay in my room tonight?
I don't say anything, and I.
Oh, come on. I promise I won't bite too hard.
I give the remaining pie to Misfit's character.
So you get to my room and you notice a really bright light underneath the door.
I knock.
Are you gonna come into my room?
Are you
I'm
sure
knocking.
you want to go in that room? It looks like they're about to come.
Come in.
Did you say come in?
Yeah, I said come in.
After seeing the bright light, I kind of look down so I'm not blinded, but I walk in.
As you walk in, you notice the light sort of fade away.
Would you care to taste my pie?
Yes,
press on
please.
your pie.
But you can't flash people as they come into your room. Come on.
I wasn't flashing anyone.
Bright light, you flash someone.
And I was shining.
You used to move flash. Anyway, I hand the final piece of pie to you.
Okay. As I take the pie off you, you sort of notice on my back there's these like fairy, like just from what you can just about see, the tips of like fairy looking wings that have sort of like very much dimmed and look like they're fading away.
I just kind of shrug a bit and I just stand there like, so, how you like it?
It's pretty good actually.
And you see Tessa at the Tessa at the door giving you a thumbs up, saying, "Nice wings."
GG fam, GG. But take a slice of this. Take a slice of this absolutely banging pie.
Oh, that's a bad phrase to use.
No, it's exactly the one I needed
to.
to.
I am my the best one.
And I politely give like a very noble woman-like bow, and then I turn around and walk out.
So
Okay.
my room.
I find a place to put this pie tin. Where would I put the pie tin? DM.
Sorry, what was that?
Where would I put the pie tin?
You could just set it down in one of the rooms. It'll be collected later. No problem.
All right. I look up at Tessa, and I just give a mischievous smile.
So you want to go to my room or your room?
I start dragging you towards mine.
Oh, so you want to bite me? I promise I will not leave a mark.
Cherry has returned to her usual character.
Fade to black.
Yep.
Right, okay, so I'm going to call the session there. You guys are going to be a fucking blast for this. You know that, right?
Yep.
I don't know what you mean.
You guys are fucking great. Like, incredibly horny, but very fun to DM for.
We don't go overboard. We go just the right amount. We go just the right depth.
We'll put it this way, I'm
gonna
not
circle back.
So, you guys looking forward to next session?
Yep.
Tomorrow?
It'll be interesting.
Yeah. Cool. So everyone's quite happy. All that jazz.
Yep. That was fun.
Same time next week.
Same time next week.
Same time
The
next
session will
week.
be a bit longer next week. It's just that next week I'll actually have a thing planned.
This was also just meant to be like backstory and character creation, which ended up being a bit quicker.
And I made an amazing fucking pie.
You made an amazing fucking pie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I made a new life.
You made a very tasty pie.
The dwarf fighter made an amazing pie. The Kitsune rogue has seduced a blacksmith. The weird vibe lady has seduced a dwarf that's a very good cook, and the Nephilim has flashed the dwarf.
Because that's how you get the light.
uh,
They
God damn it,
divorced them.
Rod.
If a Nephilim
We're still
comes,
in
do they
episode
have a
0,
bright light?
too.
No.
We're off to a great start.
This is going to be cursed. Like
The reason from the bright light from the wings, and this is going to be the only time that I do this, because technically my wings are only meant to be seen on the ethereal plane. It's the only reason there's bright light is because I'm breaking the ethereal barrier.
like you do.
The celestial barrier, sorry.
So-
So you literally have heavenly light coming through.
So you broke the fourth wall?
No, no.
Or-
I'm breaking the barrier between the
That's what it was.
Earth plane and the celestial plane, and that creates a lot of light.
Rosa, did
Logging
you
into
actually
the
look in
fourth dimension.
Rosa, did you actually look in the room when that light was still there?
No. I looked at it
Okay.
after the dwarf went in.
Okay. Cool. Just thought I'd ask.